All right, I'm just gonna record the audio.
Cool.
Cool, it's recording and it's letting us know that it's recording.
All
All
right.
right. So, sorry that I've been, I just haven't wanted to figure out Zoom, and IG Live was weird as shit.
Yeah, no, it was definitely.
And, yeah. So, how's everything going?
It's going, man. You know, vacation during quarantine is just like being quarantined during quarantine. It's interesting. You know.
Yeah. We're
So,
finally feel what it's like to not be essential workers, but also be paid.
so get this. My car registration is out. This ain't no secret. I ain't gotta hide it because I got the money to pay for it now. Anyway, I tried paying for my registration today,
Uh-huh.
but I can't because I got a ticket and I gotta pay my ticket because I didn't fight it in court. But the courts are closed.
Yeah. But the DMVs are open? You can pay registration? Because,
you have to mail it.
damn, okay.
So because you have to mail it, let me put this over here so you don't hear all that wind. So because you have to mail it, I gotta mail the money for the registration because it's like 3 years back. I'm riding dirty as fuck. Anyway, so it's like 3 years back. So I gotta mail the money for the registration. But in order to mail the registration, I gotta also mail a clearance letter from the court saying that I paid the ticket. But I can't reach the courthouse.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna get pulled over with you got a stack of papers. It's like this proves that this proves that I'm essential. This proves that.
Yeah, I'm like, and I got all the money to pay for. I'm like, I'm gonna have a money order for my registration. Like, look, this is the amount I owe on my registration. We call it DMV right now. This is what I owe on this ticket, but I can't pay it because these motherfuckers. If you want to take it in there for me, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, they'll let me go.
Yeah.
And my tires went out. Don't tell Albert that the spare is gone. It went out. He been telling me for weeks. I say weeks, I mean months.
Dude. How's have you been practicing DJing at all?
I ain't got no laptop.
That sucks.
And like, yeah, my laptop went down right before all this started. And like a couple weeks, like 2-3 weeks before all this really started.
Yeah.
And
like,
then,
even if you did have it, would you be doing like
hell yeah. I'd be doing nothing but DJing.
Nice.
Because I'm like,
well, I mean, I guess not nice. Shit, sorry.
There's really nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And so yes, I'd be doing that, just practicing. It's a lot of things I want to practice. Honestly, I'm thinking about buying some equipment and starting to produce because I'm bored. And
nice.
I listen to a lot of stuff. So,
what's it called? My buddy Asai has a bit of a setup. I mean, I'm sure you know a shit ton of people with production stuff too. So I'm not special. Yeah.
No, I mean, I know a few, but I don't fuck with everybody.
I mean, I've always been interested in that. Like one time, it's not on YouTube anymore because they started getting rid of stuff. But remember when GarageBand used to let you have samples of like protected music? Like they got rid of that in what, like 2008?
I can't remember. It was a while
2009. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Girl Talk or whatever it was called. It was like a huge band, and it was like always just like chopping up popular music. Like I had a Electric Feel by MGMT and Touch the Sky by Kanye West. I had like poured over it for hours, and I put it up, and then it got like 10,000 views, and I got taken down. That was like a cool feeling.
The only thing about using copyrighted music is you can't make money off of it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to prove that you're not making money off of it.
Especially now that like all the money is getting drained out of the system. Like you gotta have footholds on everything happening.
If you look at like back in the day, like mixtape DJs, they would just basically put together like beats, songs that you already knew. And then like Lil Wayne was famous for that. He'll do like a mixtape like The Drought or Dedication.
Yeah.
and it'll be over other popular beats at the time
Yeah.
and just go. But nah, it's hard to do that because if the artist posts on their YouTube channel, they can make money if they have subscribers. So it's
Oh,
hard to
yeah.
actually even post copyrighted stuff.
Like
That
once
happened to
like SoundCloud gets like advertisements on the pages, then that's out too. Like wherever there's money, there's legal
yeah.
precedents to get rid of that
That,
shit.
what happened? What's his name? I hit the uhs. I hate hitting uhs when I'm doing this thing, but
Kodak Black, Travis
no,
Scott, Tay-K, fucking AR-645.
no, he's an R&B singer. He named himself Jacquees. I didn't want to look him
Oh,
up.
okay,
All
okay.
right, Jacquees. He had to take down his remix. Damn, I can't think of nobody off the top. Look, I've been up for like 40 hours now. No, it
Nice.
ain't 40. It's like 30 something.
Sounds like a real good time. Damn, I'm glad we're not
Yeah,
filming.
so
I'm shiny as hell. Ooh.
yeah, and I gotta wear a hat right now because I'm not. I wasn't sure.
Let us get haircuts. Damn it.
Mm-mm. I'm good. I'll just grow it out. But yeah,
Yeah.
what's her name? She was big. She made that song with the summer song.
JoJo.
Boot up,
Uh,
dun, boot up. Yo, it's gonna bug me. LMA, LMA. Damn, I didn't even
oh.
look it up. LMA. All right. Yeah, no.
LMFAO.
LMA.
Oh, sorry for party rocking.
Mm-mm.
LMAO.
You know that's Barry Gordy's like nephews, right?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Look, you know what's crazy? I've been watching these as a me as a DJ. I've been watching these producer battles and like,
Uh-huh.
yo, some of these beats ain't that hard. Like, I'm not saying that hard. Like, they sound good. Like, they go hard.
Yeah.
But I'm like, some of these beats is legit just a sample. It's just literally.
I mean, like the iconic, like the looking like a hand when I walk in, but like dun 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 dun, just that piano part, dun dun dun. Like I'd say, like Zaytoven is really fucking like when he like does like those piano riffs, like
Yeah.
that's fucking that's like like when you see those videos of Kanye in the studio chopping up a beat and it's just like knowing things.
Yeah, no, it's not just
But
it's
like
the
those really
ability.
simple ones are super interesting too.
It's the ability to take parts and pieces of other songs along with adding a drum rhythm to it and different claps. It's just it's amazing what you can do.
Yeah. I mean, look at like Young Chop. Like, and
What is
especially what he's up to right now is like trying to get in as much beef as possible, right?
I don't know. I'm not keeping up with these people,
Oh, I don't know.
honestly.
It's just kind of interesting. It's like I forget who. I wasn't Hit Boy, but he was like it might have been, but he was like so either like on an IG live and he's like so why'd you steal my beats? Like every single one of my your beats that popped off in like the past year you stole. Like it's just like it's all fake, but it's just fucking hilarious.
I'm so out the loop, man. I only watch the producer battles, rapper, singer battles, and then that's about it. That's the only thing I've been watching.
Those are cool. I
I
like the
just listen
clips of
to.
like Tory Lanez's live stream.
All right, so his live stream was look. Don't. I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but I can't stand Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
It's his voice. Has nothing to do with him personally. I don't like his voice.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when he came on the scene, he just was like too much of a Drake wannabe, even though he doesn't rap like Drake,
Hmm.
doesn't sing like Drake, but he does the rap sing thing the same way. And his vibe is Drake-ish, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's like it ain't got the right sauce. But that's not to say he don't make some bangers and he don't make some good songs. And the IG radio was genius. That shit
Yeah.
was genius. That shit was legit genius.
Yeah.
And it seemed fun. Like it seemed like cool people. I just don't like his voice when it comes to music. So I ain't trying. Like I don't like Boozy.
Uh Boogie with a hoodie?
No, not a boogie. Boozy badass.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the way he sounds, but it don't mean
Interesting.
he don't have some good songs. I just don't like his voice.
Yeah.
So with that, I didn't want to look at his radio, and then I heard that shit was lit, and I was upset that I didn't watch it because they banned that shit, and I was like, oh.
I mean,
I
just the
mean,
clips are fun.
if you got women damn near half
Yeah,
naked
yeah, yeah.
twerking, though, people gonna watch. You got Drake, and you got people half naked twerking. Of course, you gonna have fucking million, 2 million, 100, whatever people watching at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, especially right now, like, um, speaking of staying up for long hours, that show that I am putting out weekly, daily, I mean, like almost every single one of those I filmed and edited in like uh 22 hours. Just like when everyone went to bed, I started, and then I just stayed up all the next day editing too. And so I just have them to put out now. Now I gotta start doing fucking. But
Yo, you better than me. Like, I'm only up because I was watching porn all night, and I don't know how I'm still up because I'm tired. I think I might be dying. I
you
think I
broke
might have like
yourself.
I might have like burst a vessel or something, and I don't realize it, and like my heart was pounding, and I don't know, man, because I'm up. It's like it's my last hoorah.
You just you just unclogged an artery with your with your arm motion. Jesus.
I'm back to my old DJ schedule now without DJ.
Oh shit! Yeah, the late nights.
Like I'm up right now. I was up and I was like, damn, I stayed up because I binge watch Upload. That's on Amazon. It's
What's
on
that?
Prime Video. Uh, it's about the afterlife.
Oh, the Greg, the Office guy one.
Nah.
No, it was one of the writers of the, like, he uploads his consciousness into a like an afterlife type of thing.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Never mind. I said nah. Yeah, I was talking about Green Arrow cousin.
Greg. Anyways, but what? How'd you like it?
It was really good. I liked it.
Nice.
I like binged it straight through. And next thing I know, it was like 7 in the morning. And I was like,
Was it like a cross
oh,
between The Good Place and that Black Mirror episode?
I didn't watch Black Mirror. I stayed away from Black
Oh,
Mirror. I stay away from things everybody watches because I'm that guy sometimes. I'm not even gonna front.
oh, but you uh, uh, told. Never mind. I told you to watch Tiger King,
Mm-hmm.
and then
He was
you
like,
watched
yo,
it, and I didn't.
yeah. He was like, yo, watch. You told me watch Tiger King, and
We'll
we're gonna
talk
talk
about it
about it
next week. Yeah,
on a podcast. And I binged it, and you didn't watch.
yeah.
You didn't watch
Just
it in like a
watching
whole week.
Community again. Just like.
Legit, legit like
Oh,
a
I
whole
watched the
2 weeks later.
first season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Never even heard of that.
Really? I think it was a pretty. I mean, I don't know. It's a pretty popular anime. I think. I don't know.
Oh, it's never mind. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, nope, didn't
Yeah.
watch it. I just started watching Hunter X Hunter or Hunter Hunter, whatever they call it.
Yeah. How is it?
It got good, and I'm upset.
Because I heard about that one too. You know,
It's
like you
really
hear
good.
about these and you
It
see all
thinks
the memes.
they think you're stupid though.
Oh,
Like the writers legit think everybody who watches that show is stupid.
well, seeing how popular it is, maybe they're right.
I mean, look, I don't know if it's just me, but the amount of exposition in that anime is highly unnecessary. Like if they cut half of the exposition down, they would lose half of the episodes.
I mean, when did it come out? Is it around the same time as like? Because Dragon Ball Z was just exposition, right? Almost all the time.
No, 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 no.
More so.
Not at all. Like when you have characters, they can talk and the story goes without having to explain something every 10 seconds. But this is like, it has a narrator. And when they do a move, it's like, and then his move does this, allowing his body to do this and this. And he
Oh, yeah, I
uses it
see.
against his opponent. And then he does it. And then he'll explain it to the person he's fighting against.
Yeah,
You didn't know that my da 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 does this
yeah,
and this. It's like, oh, well, I thought of this because then, and it's like, and then in this instance, so and so move does this. And I'm like, bruh, like, let me just see it visually and I can understand it. Like, it's not hard.
yeah,
A man's got some type of magical power that let him attach to people like gum. It's not hard. You ain't got to explain it
yeah.
every single fucking time.
Dude, speaking of Dragon Ball Z that I brought up, but that was the first time I ever drank, it was a summer after high school, and because I was a good boy. But one of the it was at the house of one of the younger tuba players, and him and his older brother like threw a party, and he just kept sending me like shots of whiskey and cognac all night, and I was just like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and then like I passed out outside, and I woke up and I could barely walk into the house, and they were doing the 40 nugget challenge while watching Dragon Ball Z, and then I got a call that I had to take my brother to oboe practice, so I
Wait,
drove like completely like almost passed out hungover. I drove him to
question.
town. Yeah, what's up?
The 40 nugget challenge, is that just eating 40 nuggets?
I think that was like at the time when that was a new thing that you could buy 40 nuggets.
But no, because
Because I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
tell
kind of
you,
like the 4 minute mile. Like it used to be like, wow, people can do this, but now it's like everyone
I'm
does
gonna
it, and they can also do it while drinking a beer in between each lap.
I'm gonna tell you, I forgot how much the chicken nuggets at Wendy's cost, but you always got 5 chicken nuggets, and I would get like at least three
Oh
to
yeah, yeah,
five things of chicken nuggets. I would at least get no less than 15,
yeah.
the minimum. Like 15 was like, if I didn't get 15, why am I getting chicken nuggets? And then 25 was like average. Sometimes I get 40. Like I was like, is that a challenge
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real?
Is that yeah? I think it
I've
was a
seen a lot.
race. I think it was more of like a race than like a.
Speaking of challenges, I've seen a lot of stupid challenges recently. Like I
I
thought
mean, the 10 push-up challenge, the
challenges are
see
supposed
a
to
shot,
be,
take a shot.
yeah, a challenge is supposed to be challenging. Like it's not do a task. It's a different. I mean, a challenge can be a task, but it's not just like a do a simple task. It's supposed to be something that challenges you, pushes most people. And if it doesn't push most people somehow, or there's like a, if it's not easily done or obtainable, then it's not a fucking challenge. You know what I mean? Like it's no difficulty to it. And so because of that, I'm just like, this shit is stupid. I saw one challenge that was like, put on it was like a t-shirt challenge where you had to like put your feet up against the wall, stand up, like basically vertical, and then put
Oh
on the
yeah,
shirt.
I saw that.
And it's this girl that I follow on Instagram that I kind of talked to, but nothing happened. She couldn't do it, and I tried it with my jersey because I wanted to get a loose fitting shirt for sure instead of something like it might have shrank or whatever, tight and struggle. I got a jersey and did it on my first try. I was like, this shit. Yeah, I mean, I felt it. Like it felt like a workout. Don't get me wrong. So I was like, all right, this is legit challenging because she couldn't do it. The other people that posted it couldn't do it, and I feel
Yeah.
like I got a workout challenge. I'm cool with this one.
Mm-mm.
Or back with the cinnamon challenge. Like, yeah, most people couldn't do it, but they tried it anyway. It was stupid, but it was a challenge. Just
Do you
take
know
a shot challenge.
if you take a like a mouthful of nutmeg like that, it supposedly has psychedelic properties?
I ain't trying to. Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
good. I'm gonna stay away from it.
all right, better than thou.
Nah, I'm tired. My sleep is what I want. I'm up now though. Uh oh, speaking of I talked to you the other day, I pulled up on you because
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
somebody I'm talking to started a podcast.
Yeah. From all accounts, someone you used to be talking to.
Nah,
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm still talking. Like, ain't no reason not to talk to her just because she got a podcast. I mean, we got a podcast,
Yeah,
I
and
guess.
Ina's considering divorcing me because of that. I'm just kidding.
You know, I had to get serious face for a
Yeah,
second.
it's not about that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
She ain't leaving you right now.
No, no, no.
You got at least 6 months.
Yeah, this guy's got to be at least a year old before.
I'm about to say you got 6 months to
We,
a year.
we just need him to be old enough to understand so that he's broken up about it.
Hmm.
Because because of my narcissism, I need my children to be crushed by me leaving.
See, that's funny. Like, my parents never lived together, so that shit don't bother me at
It's
all.
like a normal thing.
Yeah,
And then, I mean, my parents divorced after like my second year of college, so it's just like, yeah,
yeah,
man,
whatever.
who cares? Like, this is gonna break my brothers up, but
Gotta do what you gotta do, yo.
yeah. Yeah, quit yelling at each other. Thanks.
Bad. It's like, but yeah, nah, she got a podcast, and I thought it was funny because I told her about ours, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I actually kind of mentioned her
You trying to flex
while
on her? You're like,
no, 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 no,
yeah,
no,
no, I kind of got a podcast.
no,
10 weekly listeners.
no. So I mentioned her
uh-huh.
on our Tinder episode
Mm-hmm. Oh,
because I was supposed to go on a date with her like
uh,
that following like that
yeah,
Sunday. So Sunday afternoon or some shit. So I
yeah.
met her on Hinge though. And yeah, and then I told her about that, and this was months ago now. And so I figured, if she was curious, she might listen to it. Nah, bruh, not curious at all. Did not give a single fuck to listen.
Yeah.
And so she started her podcast, and I was like, oh, all right, I'm gonna listen to the first episode because I guess I'm nosy like that.
Uh-huh. I mean,
I
it's the
listen,
perfect way to just look into someone's just accidentally revealing their psyche sometimes. You know what I mean?
bruh. I learned so much about this
I
woman.
love it.
I was like, I learned questions I didn't know I should ask. And so I like, kind of nonchalantly threw it into a text. And I was like, oh yeah, nice podcast, by the way. She was like, wait, you listened? I was like, yeah, I might have listened to episode of 3. She only got 3 so far.
Oh.
And she was like, and you're still messaging me. Interesting. I was like, you definitely didn't listen to my podcast at all then. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna listen now. What episode? I was like, I want to say not episode 3 so bad, but
Yeah.
if I say not episode 3, she's gonna listen to episode 3. So
Good thing we're already hired where we work.
yep. Hopefully she doesn't listen to any episodes. And I just take what I know to the grave. I'm not listening to no more episodes.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that this Zoom shit is very easy to work. So, if you want to start recording some like not solo or like fucking if you want to start interviewing other people outside of this and you want your own one, we put that on the feed. I don't know what's going on with the feed.
For sure.
I wish I had the wherewithal to know how to roll out a podcast network, but here we are, baby.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit more focused by the end of the month.
Yeah. And
when everything open back up.
Have you been like calling people and talking to them?
Who, me? About what?
I don't know. I've just been calling the comedians and trying to talk to them about stuff. It's nice.
So no, well, that's a lot. I called like 3 of my DJ friends, and I text a few other ones just to check up on them because they're industry workers as well, and so they're being effective too, especially like the ones that are full-time DJs. I had to like hit them up.
Yeah,
but they're getting, some of them are getting unemployment. They signed up early, got lucky because gig workers are now eligible for unemployment.
Cool.
So
that's good.
Yeah, not every state, but our state, most states, yes, but
yeah,
they're now eligible. So that's
not Michigan, and that's why people are invading the Capitol building because all those people are R&B DJs in their off time.
Don't tell me about my state. I hate.
Oh yeah. So much. Oh my God. I just thought I didn't even think. I just thought Michigan because all those white people are trying to have all their guns and shit. I forgot that's your deal. How is that going for everybody?
I told you when you drive, I don't like Michigan. Like I drove up north and started seeing Confederate flags. That shit bugs me. Like you leave Detroit because Detroit is like southeast Michigan. Mm-hmm. You leave Detroit and it's like a pocket of black and Middle Eastern people. Mm-hmm. That's it. It's just black and Middle Eastern people. You leave that area, and it's nothing but white people for the rest of the state until you hit like Kalamazoo and like Flint, and then who else? That's about it. It's like 3 black cities. Everything else is white for the rest of the state. The upper and the lower peninsula, just white.
Yeah.
But I ain't got no problem with that. But when I went up north, because I used to bowl, went to a bowling tournament, me and my mom, we got lost. Fucking Confederate flags.
That is fucking crazy. I can't even comprehend getting lost. You know what I mean? Like, if you get lost here, like you have a road sign that says Wahiwa H3, like, this
Yeah,
is your way back home. Don't worry about it.
yeah, not what like a lot of people don't realize is how big Michigan is because of the Upper Peninsula. Like it's a big state. You can drive for a while, Michigan.
Jesus.
Yeah,
How do you
that's
get
why I
to the
went on
Upper Peninsula? You got to go around?
Mackinac Bridge.
Oh. What lake is that?
I
Erie.
think Superior.
Superior. Cool.
Yeah, it's Superior. Let me see, because it's Lake Michigan is on this side, and
You
then
grew up near the Great Lakes, right?
yeah,
So,
it's
like, you know what I mean? Like,
I've, I've been to Michigan and
whoa,
Huron.
that's cool.
I've never been to Erie and Ontario and
Yeah.
Superior.
Yeah. Huh.
I might know. I've been to Erie. I've been to Michigan, and I've been to Huron. Never mind, because Erie's near Ohio. I've been to Erie. I've been to Huron for sure, because we used to go to Lake Huron Metro Park for family reunions, and then Lake Michigan is near
Mhm.
Chicago, and I've been on that side too. So yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I had lakes growing up. I didn't have oceans
Yeah.
like this, and they were about for Huron. Huron was about 45 to an hour drive
Yeah. Like, to you
from
is
Detroit.
like memorizing the names of the outer islands. You know what I mean? Just like people who live on the mainland would never think that all the islands have different names. Like, I know that all the Great Lakes have different names, but like I can't really even picture them at all. But you grew up in a place where like they were
Oh yeah,
they were like important things because they're
well
literally
yeah,
the Great fucking lakes.
yeah. No, it's Holmes. That's the way that's like I'm half asleep right now, so I was
Yeah.
like stuttering trying to remember, but it's Holmes.
No.
That's how you remember the
Oh,
names of the lakes.
I thought you're
Huron,
like,
Ontario,
huh?
Michigan, Erie, Superior, Holmes.
Oh, that's cool. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So,
What else? What else is new? Other than I'm trying to think on my end, what else is new other than this podcast? Other than the courts being closed, uh, TV shows I watched was Hunter, X Hunter, and fucking damn. I think that's about it, man. Just chilling.
yeah, nice. I checked out. You should try to check out the Midnight Gospel. It's the Adventure Time animator
Mm-hmm.
and Duncan Trussell, this really trippy comedian, and they like chopped up episodes of his podcast to try to make it into like a narrative. And
Oh, I know what I want to talk about now.
okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
so
Well, after you,
it's super
yeah.
trippy, super fun. The audio and the visuals don't necessarily go together, but it's like very interesting visuals, very interesting spoken things, and I really like it.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, check. What's your thing?
Uh, so I was listening to
Oh,
a
I'm sorry. Can I just add something real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
I had another baby. Okay, that's with me. Not a big deal.
Almost forgot to say on the
Honestly,
podcast, congratulations.
forgettable.
I
I
told
mean,
you
you had the
congratulations already,
yeah,
but
you had the funniest line about it is like you realize now you're not a failed comedian, you're not failed podcaster, you're not whatever the thing we do for a job. You're a father of two now. Like the headline reads "father of two" for whatever happens to you.
you
That's a
went
good
from
line.
father to father of two. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's more official.
I'm twice the dad now.
Yeah. That's a packed headline.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
I was listening to what's his name, Jordan Peterson.
Mhm.
Oh man, I don't know how I feel about this guy.
I don't necessarily like him, but I understand a lot of people get a lot of benefit from listening to him and what he does.
Like as a self-loving black man, I don't like his narrative that there is no such thing as not white guilt. I don't think white people should ever feel guilty about things that their ancestors did. That's dumb to me because I shouldn't feel ashamed of my ancestors because it's just what happened. But I do understand that there's a such thing as white privilege and the fact that you can ignore as a collective group that there's privilege in the system.
Mm.
I don't agree with, but his lectures on religion and mythology, I fucking love those because I grew
Isn't
up.
it just a lot of Man with a Thousand Faces type? Like what's his fucking face? The Damn. Well, shit. Dan Harmon talks about him all the time. Why do I keep
I
thinking of the Rolling Stones? Mm,
I don't know. I
anyways,
don't.
don't worry about it.
I know that Jordan Peterson, the way he broke down myths is the way I was telling you the other day. Like myths aren't like our Instagrams are our mythology. So the way he was breaking down
Yeah.
the story of like Cain and Abel or Mesopotamian uh, gods and mythology and like Egyptian mythology. The way he was breaking it down was more of a this is why they had these guys because of their society, and this story is based on this to show this, like how to do something or why
Joseph
you shouldn't.
Campbell. Sorry, Joseph Campbell is the author slash writer. He's like all human stories are like 7 different like things. Supposedly, it's really
Oh,
good if you want to be writing narrative
oh,
work.
is it the hero's journey?
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
was fucking trying to
hmm
say.
I listened to
Hero's
this
Journey.
pod. It's not a podcast, but it's a channel on YouTube
Mhm.
called Overly Sarcastic Podcast.
Uh-huh.
I think I shouted them out before. I might have, but yeah, no, they have a segment called Trope Talk,
Yeah.
and they talked about the hero's journey, and they talked about him and these things that it's like a map what you gotta have, but there's also like many things that it breaks into as well, and
Yeah.
it's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like I think that's why Rick and Morty is so solid and Community the first couple of seasons were so solid because Dan Harmon really just threw himself into that like instead of trying to subvert it and pursuing the eighth flavor of story, you know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people if they read James Campbell the ego is like I want to be the person who discovers the new type of story, but just like
but
getting the basics solid is important.
there's nothing new under the sun,
Yeah,
technically. I mean, there
that's true.
is. And I say that meaning like, yes, there are new inventions, but they're just basically innovations to things that we already have. Like,
Yeah,
if I say like, oh, well, there was no such thing as Facebook, I'm like, well, I mean, we had books that we can put pictures. Like, there was literally a paper version of Facebook
yeah,
before at universities.
yeah.
So I'm like, it's an innovation on top of that. And then
And
before
then
that,
there's like even
you
before
just
that
use
was
your
like,
mind.
yeah,
Just use your mind and
yeah,
like, oh, recognize this face and this information. So
yeah.
I say like nothing new under the sun as there's
Like
just
even a guest book or like writing someone was here on like a cave wall. Like
exactly.
yeah, yeah. Facebook was just a painting. I mean, it's what you're saying before about it's a personal narrative or
Yo,
mythology.
all right. First, I got two. I'm gonna take a tangent after this. I'm gonna continue on this though. But so Facebook. Today I had the hardest time trying to remember when I got my license. Like as a kid or a teenager, I could not remember when I got my license. I couldn't remember if it was 2008 or 2009 to
Yeah.
save my life. I could because I just signed up for new insurance and I was like, oh, when did you get your license? And it said 16 or 17.
Mm.
So I'm like, did I get it in after my birthday or before my birthday? Like, when did I get this license? And then I know clearly that in Detroit there's snow, and I didn't take my road test in the snow,
Mm.
and so I had to done it in spring or summer of 2008 or spring of 2009. But 2009 seemed kind of late, so I feel like I did it in summer, but I don't remember. Anyway, it took like 2 hours to do this, but this is the part where the story finally gets to my point. Uh, I was scrolling through all my Facebook posts from 2008.
You combed through
Bruh,
your whole deal.
from May. I didn't have anything before May 2008, so that's when I started my Facebook, apparently. But bruh, when I tell you, I read that and I wanted to give that kid a hug so bad.
It's the worst.
Oh my God. Like, I was reading that and I was like, damn, did I want to die? I was like, damn, no wonder my mama put me in therapy. I was reading this shit and
Yeah.
I was like, no, I didn't write that. First of all, grammar is terrible.
Uh
terrible. Now, mind you, I took AP English classes throughout high school,
Yeah.
but my grammar on Facebook in 2008. So
Yeah.
this is before parents were on it, really.
Mhm.
And so, yeah. And then I just say shit like, and most of my posts were, I'm going bowling today. Oh, I bowled this. Man, I just feel so alone. Man, fuck this. I'm gonna do this all on my own. I kind of, I, I think I might have a crush. I'm going bowling again. That was my oh shit,
This is a sandwich.
bruh.
Oh
When
my
I
god.
say I was
This is
reading
so
this
funny.
in my head, like I'm talking to my aunt because I'm trying to like I'm talking to my mom, my aunt, and my homeboy, and I was like, "Yo, when did I get my license, y'all?"
Yeah.
Like y'all would know, and we couldn't figure it out. So I was reading, and I was like, "Auntie," I was reading some of them out loud.
To,
So I was like, "Yo, I can't read these. I
to
can't
that
read these
research. Yeah.
books." I'm like, "You might want to like, you know." I was like, "Damn, I understand why y'all thought I was depressed because I was fucking depressed."
Because I was. God
I was
damn.
like, those goddamn hormones was fucking me up.
Yeah. Dude, my mom was like, when I started posting these too little too late nights, she was like, promise me that if you think about doing anything, you're going to go to therapy, right? I was like, no, yeah, this is my sense of humor. I actually really like these. And she's like, okay.
So you don't get it, but what's his name? Andre, what's his name? Eric Andre.
Yeah, Eric Andre is very
Mm-hmm.
derivative.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it branches off at some point, but right now it's basically just because I mean it's fun nihilism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I,
Plus,
I
you don't
just
have.
I
I
just figured
couldn't
out how
think.
to use a blue screen or a green screen. I fucking just figured out how to make animation. I figured
Mm,
out how to do split screens. Like I'm figuring out how to use these editing softwares. Really, I mean,
bruh, I just realized something.
but
You said
it's
you're gonna
fun.
be gone till July.
Mhm.
Why you doing this to me, dog? I told you I'm half asleep. This shit ain't registered till just now.
Have fun cleaning up once a week.
Anyway, but
Yeah,
yeah, man, that's sick though. But yeah, I was like, yeah, that's definitely what that is. I remember you watching that all the time when I lived with you, and I just remember thinking, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, yeah,
But for a whole half an hour, I couldn't take it. But for like a minute, oh, bet easy.
yeah.
I watch that all day for a minute at a time.
I mean, it's like a. I feel like it's fun to establish a rhythm and then break it like again and again. And also, I like I've always loved the character of someone who like is like. It's weird to say, but like desperate for attention, but also bad at getting it and bad at keeping it. You know what I mean? Like that person you see all the time at open mics. You know what I mean? That
Me,
person who is like
when I'm
I mean
drunk.
everyone, literally everyone going up on stage in an open mic is like I think I have ideas that are worth seeing, but can never present them well enough. And
That's definitely my poetry, more so than the comedy.
yeah,
Comedy, I did it not for attention, but I did it more so for like a landmark type of thing. Like, all right, I did poetry, let me do comedy.
yeah,
And then like when I DJ, I don't DJ for attention. When I do when I come out of this and start doing comedy again, I'm not gonna do it for attention. I'm just
yeah.
gonna do it to be better than I was before, which isn't hard. It's not
Would
a
you
hard
want to
mark.
do a Zoom comedy?
No,
Me neither, dude. People are
no,
doing
I'm
it.
not.
Shannon's really into it. Shannon's been killing it. Shannon's been
Aries
honestly.
Aries Spears said it best. Like they had him, I forgot whatever the cellar. I think it's the cellar in New York.
Uh,
They asked him to do 30 minutes, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do 30 minutes to an empty room." Nah, he said he would because he was cool with the owner, but he don't really want to do it because
yeah,
like I can understand like you see the reaction of the crowd when you do it. So
it's different. It's definitely
yeah,
different.
like you can see
Like
what works, how to tweak it. You can't do that with an empty room. You basically just talking to yourself, and that's weird. Like you
I'm
ain't gonna
trying.
hear no laughs.
I'm
That's
trying to hide
weird,
my
bro.
face when I say this, but fucking someone prominent in the scene posted asking the comedians inside of like that Hawaii comedians group whether they thought they could do 15 minutes straight without an audience. And like, I like to think I can, like I feel like I have 15 minutes worth of jokes. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not, but like a lot of it depends on like the audience reaction. You know what I mean?
See,
Like,
here's the thing: when you
if
don't
a
have
lot of things you say aren't funny unless the audience is there. Like,
yeah,
I love that type of humor. Like the surprise and the in the momentness
there
of it.
aren't there aren't too many things that's always funny with whether somebody can directly see you or not and react with you. And
Yeah.
that's why those things are the things that usually take teams of writers, unfortunately,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
And then it's less so you're reacting with them and just to post because you're not there. So you can see them react to you, but you're not even reacting to them. You're reacting to somebody on screen with you.
Yeah.
So it's a whole
Like the
different
ping
scenario.
ponging of the energy, the bouncing.
Yeah.
And I just
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny, like people being like, yeah,
See,
yeah, I can do
yeah,
50. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
funny. Like I'm still like, but they're not like I obviously not to blow my own dick, but fucking the I'm trying to do something. You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
Like
no, no.
in the
It's
like
better than nothing.
I want to see people doing front facing videos. I want to see people like, dude. I'd love to see like I know like Z and
No.
Locks and no
Mm,
wait
they the homies, but I
Z
can't.
and Locks and Temple, right? I mean, they're
Yeah,
doing a lot of fun stuff with the Lyrical Lounge, right? I'm happy that they're doing it and they're getting engagement. They're getting international
they
engagement,
are. They
which
are.
is
But
good.
here's
You
it.
know?
But here's the thing. This is why they're getting more engagement than anything because poetry doesn't require reactions. It requires empathy. And if you like poetry,
It's
as
written
long
in
as
a
they're
way to be heard instead of
yes,
being reacted to.
so it's not like comedy at all. I say this all the time to y'all
Yeah,
comedians. Poetry is not like comedy. Poetry, unless you just straight trash, even if you trash, people won't say nothing to your face. If you trash a comedian, they'll boo you. They're not gonna boo a poet. Now Z is
sorry, one
I don't
second.
know if he's ranked. Yeah, baby, couldn't hear it.
Did you hear that?
Could not. Nope, couldn't hear it.
Damn. Okay, I'm sorry.
He farted.
Yeah,
But no. So Z has went to nationals. Z is like top ranked poet in Hawaii, and he
yeah.
knows other top ranked poets based on like going to nationals and people come here and back and
Well,
forth. And
all I was trying to say about this was like I want to see like Paco and Locks watch Friends. You know what I mean? And just react to it. Like I like the Frankenstein guys or like those react videos where
don't
like
do it.
people
Don't make
were
them
like
watch Friends. It's too
no,
white for them.
it's just I mean I want to see them react to Friends because it
It's too
fucking
white.
sucks. But
It
like
does.
just pick a TV show, pick like clips online and react to them. And like
What's it?
I want to see like Shane Lucas Price posted that he's going to do like this masterclass thing, and like I think that would be funny. But I think he was just like doing a bit because I reacted to a tweet of his and photoshopped him into a masterclass logo. So
See,
I
first of
mean,
all, we can't just skip past Friends without me talking shit. Fuck Friends. Fuck what's his name? David Schwimmer. Fuck
you're
all
being
them.
such a Joey about this.
I don't even man, look, first of all,
A Ross,
fuck I don't know. Like Brad, Tyler, all them bitches.
a Chloe.
Phoebe and Jessica, all them. Fuck them all.
Smelly. You're being a
Because
real smelly cat about this.
no, because they copied off of a black show and then pretended like that shit never existed.
Wait, what? I never heard this.
See, a lot of white people don't know this because they
Was it
wasn't
called
watching
Homies?
Living Single.
I've never heard about that.
It was Queen Latifah's show.
Really?
It was about like what's it?
Just a couple people living in the city.
Let me see. There's Queen Latifah's character, her cousin, and then Regina, and then Max. So Max, Regina. So it's four, and then the two guys. So instead of being three guys and three girls, it was four girls, four women and two guys. They were all 20 something, living in the city, got their own flats. It was called Living Single, and it was
Yeah.
about them dating and living in like the same building, close by or across the street from each other. And so the president of NBC at the time, they asked him, "It's like, yo, what do you think of the new lineup?" And he
Yeah.
was like, if you could have any show, what would it be? And he was like, yo, if I could have any show, it'd be Living Single.
No
The
fucking
next
way.
fall, they started doing Friends.
Are you for real?
They did a white version of Living Single, and it became one of the biggest shows of all time because it was white people.
Yeah, yes. That's fucking insane.
And I, to this day, like, because, like, you gotta understand, white people now, I can
Yeah,
understand a little bit better somewhat.
yeah,
Like, it's like if I watch stuff with like a majority white cast, it's a little bit better than it used to be because the '90s white shows was just really fucking white.
yeah,
Like, it was a different, complete culture.
yeah,
Like, I couldn't go from fucking Martin to Growing Pains. Like, that
mm,
shit didn't even seem real.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, what was? Oh, I mean, Malcolm in the Middle started bridging the gap for me because that shit was hilarious.
Mm.
But like, it was like Malcolm in the Middle, and then that was the first stepping stone for me. Like watching, like I couldn't watch Modern Family for a long time. Like I had to ease myself into it.
You can watch it?
hmm
Damn.
my old roommate used to watch it all the time, and I was like, this shit is trash. And then the more he watched it, the more I would like just kind of peep it, and
Yeah,
I
I see
started
that.
watching them all, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I understand it. I can understand the comedy, but I can't stand fucking Michael Cera, so
yeah.
kind of ruined it for me. I like Jason Bateman now. I used to didn't like him at all.
Wait, are
I
you
didn't think he
talking
was
about
funny.
Arrested Development
Oh yeah, that's the one. Sorry, I get
instead
my
of
white
Modern
shows mixed
Family?
up. I get my white shows mixed up.
That's because I mean, what the last one I was getting the black shows mixed up, right?
First of all,
Terribly.
Modern Family. I could watch Modern Family and
Really?
not watch
Oh,
Modern
okay.
Family. Sofia Vergara has been
Okay.
my
Yes.
boo since Soul Plane. I thought she was the baddest woman I had ever seen at that point. We had the bootleg of Soul Plane like 3 months before it came out.
Yeah.
Mind you, look, this is how I know people don't realize how long Kevin Hart has been working at this shit because I went to Vegas in 2002. So Soul Plane came out in 2002.
Damn.
We got the bootleg in '02 because my grandma got sick, and I remember getting it, watching Soul Plane on a portable DVD player. Those ones that flip up on the
Yeah.
plane on the way to Vegas from Detroit, and we got it bootleg, and it was clear copy. Like we got it months early. I
Damn.
don't know how they, but yeah,
Yeah.
from China. Uh,
Yeah.
China got everything early.
It bounced
Uh,
over from the production company.
so yeah, and I just remember thinking, bro, that was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how long Kevin Hart has been working at trying to be a successful star. He has so many flops, like those movies that came out early on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I'll be looking at people like talking shit about him, especially as comedians. I'd be like, yo, he's been working hard too. He just happened to be the guy they picked right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean, I
Hollywood.
never. I mean, I was about to say I never get shitting on comedians, but I was literally just making fun of people thinking they could do 15 minutes. Like, sorry, back
No,
out it again. But if they
white
can,
comedian is different for white comedians. So
what do you mean?
when you talk about media,
Oh,
you
like, but I mean,
no,
like,
you don't
then,
have like
then,
somebody.
then, then do your story, do 15 minutes into a camera, and
No, no, no,
release it.
no,
You know what I
no,
mean?
no, 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 no,
Oh,
not like a stand up. I'm talking about like Hollywood. That's what I'm talking
yeah.
about, like
Oh,
movies.
I see what you mean.
Like when you watch a movie, it's like Eddie Murphy was that guy. He's in everything. Next thing you know, is
That's what people are
Martin
saying,
Lawrence.
right? Is that you're only allowed to have one famous black person at a
hmm
time, like
Remember, like
Pryor, then
Martin,
Murphy, then
then Martin, then
yeah,
Rock,
yeah.
and then it was I gotta say Dave Chappelle slash Cat Williams slash Chris. And I was Chris. I mean, I said Chris Kevin Hart era.
I mean, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams was unfortunately like flash in the pan for Hollywood, right? They weren't about to put up with his antics and stuff.
Bro, Cat
But he's
Williams,
fucking
amazing.
yes, one of the greatest.
Just hilarious as shit.
Yeah,
Like he's still my favorite part of Friday. Like they made a next Friday after next,
mm,
and they put Terry Crews, and Terry Crews is not funny to me,
mm,
but they made Terry Crews funny. Terry Crews and everything I've ever seen has been stale. Like, not saying he can act, but as a comedian like in comedy shows, he's stale to me. Like he's just a weird dude. He don't ever seem realistic.
Yeah.
But he was hilarious in Friday After Next. And it was mostly because of the way him and Cat Williams played off each other,
Mhm.
especially when he had his nuts in a vice grip. He said, all right, on the count of three, I'm going to let these go. One for the money, two for the show. Three to get ready. And go, Pam, go. It was go. He said, I am not a boy, damn it. That was the funniest shit ever. And then this was before his stand-ups, like his big stand-ups.
Yeah.
And then he did that, and his big stand-ups came out. He was like, yo, this dude is that guy.
I mean, I feel like that's something that a lot of people are improving right now, is that the acting versus the standing up and the live performance is like they go hand in hand. Like it's, you do
But
that
if
so
you,
that you can, like, the people who are mad about
not
Instagram
really.
comics and YouTube comedians being able to do live shows and headline and stuff, that's just because, I mean, obviously if the skill levels don't build together, then it's fucked up. But like, not doing one because you don't like the people who are good at the other one is like shooting yourself in the foot, like
But
biting off
you,
your nose to spite your face.
yeah. Now you also got to understand, like I said, innovation. I was just watching an interview with Grandmaster Flash talking about how he came up with some of the innovations for turntablism,
Yeah.
like queuing up songs. And this is without computers. This is like he's queuing up on vinyls,
Yeah.
and he's
It
coming
was
up
like a
with slick
robot,
sheets.
right? Like when you see like what he was doing at the time, it was like he was
Bruh,
an
the shit that
automated system. Like,
the, the shit that I learned, just the basics. Like, oh yeah, put this down before you do this, and then this is how you count beats. Boom, boom, boom. The shit that I learned just from my cousins was shit that he created back in the 70s, because he had to actually go through and be like, all right, I gotta test each one of these turntables out to see which one has the best torque power and like all this different stuff.
yeah,
Boom, cancel. It's I'm on his shoulders because of that. And
yeah,
so yeah, no, you got to get with the times. Like kids, they TikToking, dog. Like they not trying to sit at a comedy show all day. I'm sorry, they're
yeah,
not. Some people will be like, oh, I really want to go to a comedy show, and then will want to record the whole thing. Like it's just like concerts.
yeah,
Unfortunately, people don't know how to live in the moment anymore because they're not told to.
yeah.
Like
Like
it's
that's because I got this green screen thing set up, and Caleb was like, "I want to be a part of it." And I was like, I had the camera on him, and I was like, "Okay, pretend you're wherever you want to be." And he was like, just standing there quietly. And I was like, "Where do you want to be? If you could be anywhere right now?" And he's like, "I'm just being here." It's
nice.
just like, damn, who taught you that? Because it wasn't me.
No, I mean this is something. Look, I still got my tangent. I'm gonna go down in a minute, but
Yeah,
this is something that really pisses me off. Like I really don't understand how people can't live in the now. I mean, obviously, we're talking on the Zoom
I have a hard
conference
time with it.
call
Like,
while podcasting, so this is weird to say. But I mean, like, I would never want to go to a concert and record a half an hour of it.
well, I mean, the thing about it is that like this is packaged to be like, like going for a bike ride or like doing the dishes. That's when I listen to podcasts.
See,
Besides
no, no,
when
no,
I
not
when I
podcasts, but
work delivering
oh
whatever it
yeah,
is that we, like, food, or I forget what we do.
yeah,
But uh
there is food. There is definitely food.
well, sometimes, yeah. But it's just like, if it's the live experience, it's made to be part of the live experience. I mean, that's what the thing is. Like, that trope of like, who goes home and watches the fireworks they just filmed?
Exactly.
You know what
I
I
would
mean?
never want to do that
Yeah,
ever. But some people want other people to see what they are seeing. They want them to
yeah.
share that experience. And I'm like,
I mean, I
y'all
wonder
gotta
if
stop.
there are people who do that and get great pleasure from it. Like, if they do, then good for them. You know what I mean? But I doubt anyone truly does.
Like, I don't know, like I know a lot of people talk about this all the time, but like seriously, like what is this doing to our self esteem as a society, first of all, and
Yeah.
as individuals? Because I don't give a fuck whether you see what I did or not. Like the other day, I put it on my story that I went kayaking.
Mm.
Remember?
Yep.
And I did that more so to show my friends, two of which it was only two friends that I really wanted to show. Not that
Yeah.
I didn't care whether you saw it or not, but I
It
didn't
looked
feel like
cool.
while I was out there, I didn't feel like individually sending it to both of them. And it's easier just to do it on my story than try to save it and send it as a file, as a text, and do all the other shit. And I just sent it in my story.
Yeah.
And so I got the desired effect, but also other people saw it. And it wasn't like oh, yeah, this is a flex, or, oh, I wanted to share this moment with all you people. I'm glad you listened. I mean, you saw it, but I mean, I don't
Yeah.
really care if you did or didn't.
Yeah.
I don't care about views. I don't care about likes. I only care about it if it, like the podcast. I care about how many people listen, because the more people that listen, the more successful we are. That is directly like proportionate to our
I mean,
success.
like the streamlinedness of it is to get viewers and listeners so that you can get advertisers. But now
Yeah.
that the I don't think the money's going to be part of this anymore. So
No.
it's still for the pleasure. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We never expected. I don't expect anything out of any of this. You know, which also maybe that is detrimental to
Mm-hmm.
this. You know what I mean?
It is.
Because not
I'm not even
caring
gonna lie.
about whether it's marketable or, you know what I mean, like
Well, it all
yeah,
depends on whether or not we want it to be marketable.
yeah,
It's like I said, it depends on what you care about. Like when I was
like
talking about the
fun
likes,
or marketable or both. Like,
like
why not
for
just make it
me,
both? Because I'm a dumb piece of shit. But anyways,
for me, like kayaking, I don't give a fuck whether people like it or share or saw whatever.
yeah,
But if I posted something about, viruses, just the history of viruses, different types of viruses, like a whole in-depth thing, I would want a bunch of people to read that, because there's a lot of people who don't know shit.
yeah,
And so with that, it's just like, all right, bet if a lot of people don't read it, then I'm just sad that maybe hopefully they already know, but I know they don't. But whatever, and I keep
yeah,
going. But if I was actually working where I needed the views and the shares and the likes,
yeah,
then I would be focused on it. So
yeah, we'd be on it. Like,
I understand, monetizing
yeah,
like my Instagram, like I said, my Instagram explore page is wild. I love it. Nothing but fit
yeah,
asses and bad plastic. No, not bad, but yeah, some bad, a lot of good plastic surgery that they try to
yeah,
make look like they worked out. I
yeah,
ain't hating on them. I want it
yeah.
personally, not for myself, like the plastic surgery. I want them. They hot. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Anyway, that leads into my next story. Tangent.
And wait, this is your
Goofy movie.
Pinterest? Oh, oh yeah,
Goofy movie.
one of the greats.
Yo, what's up with the disrespect for Goofy, dog?
What do you mean?
There's so much
Oh,
disrespect for the
in
Goofy movie.
general,
Hmm.
because mainstream, he is the sidekick, right? He's the Kramer.
Don't go there.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can't watch Seinfeld. I've tried
He's
multiple times.
he's not. First of all, if anything, Kramer is the Goofy.
Denzel. But anyways,
He's way older. So, but also, on top of that, Goofy's black. Okay,
mm.
I will say
Now
this.
before we get too far into this, does the fact that they're all dogs where they live imply some sort of strange interspecial redlining?
I think so, actually.
Okay, glad to hear. I
Nah,
mean,
well, no. Well, let's put it like this. When you look at the actual
In
movie,
Disney's passing notes, his last will and testament, it said, "Goofy's black and he's not allowed to live with the mice."
well, first of all,
The anti-Semite.
Goofy and Pete are the only ones that's all black.
Mhm.
Like their actual skin tone is all black.
Wait, Mickey's is right.
Oh, I forgot about Mickey. Fuck Mickey. Never mind.
Okay, okay, okay.
I was thinking about the other dude,
Just
Bugs
checking.
Bunny. Anyway, no,
Yeah.
never mind. I'll take that back. Got that part, but
Okay, wait.
so the
Let's
movie.
just milk every ounce of this. Does that mean
Right,
that Daffy Duck is black?
no, Daffy is
Okay.
definitely the guy who couldn't
An
find a
over
job.
entitled wasp.
What you mean? He's just the guy who couldn't find a job at the high
Okay.
school and join the Navy.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
and then he took care of his nephews for a while because his sister got lost.
Donald. No, Daffy.
No, Donald. Daffy
No.
is Warner
Well,
Brothers.
because you were thinking of Bugs Bunny, so I
Yeah,
was just making sure that we
yeah.
got
No,
in the
Donald.
canon. Is Daffy Duck black?
No.
Okay, cool.
Nah, he's still white. He white as
Okay,
hell.
okay, cool.
But Bugs could be black. He too cool.
What?
He just too cool.
Yeah.
It's a certain type of life. It's like you walk up to, hey, what's up, Doc? Like, what white person say, what's up, Doc?
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
But no, with the goofy thing. All right. So
Yeah.
one, the skin tone is a little rich because of Mickey, but the movie though.
Well, and then
the Goofy
also,
movie,
in order to be popular, they make Bugs cross dress a lot, which is a big thing for black movie stars, right?
we're definitely stretching, but yes, that is
Yes.
true. I mean, not the black movie stars cross dressing. That is also true. But
Yeah.
I watched Black as Fuck on Netflix
Oh,
by Kenya Barris. Bruh, it was a part where they were talking about Joanna Man.
Mm.
And he was like, you like Joanna Man? He's like, you did it? It's a fucking excellent movie. Dog wanted to hoop so bad. He dressed up like a chick. He gave it his all. He hooped in the NBA and in the WNBA and got the girl in the end. And it was the way he was explaining it was like, I like Joanna Man growing up. I didn't like
Yeah.
Tyler Perry as much, but he was
Yeah.
like, hold up. Did you like Mrs. Doubtfire? He's like, yeah, that's a classic. He was like, why? Because he white? And I was like, oh. And he named all these other movies where white guys dress up as women.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, those are all classic. Oh. And when you look at and it made Tyler Perry look less suspect after that.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, huh. But Tyler Perry do it too much to me. Like one time is cool. A sequel, maybe even like a movie trilogy, like the Clumps or some shit. Cool.
An Empire.
No, too much.
What?
Plays and movies, no. But I mean, he got
Plays,
it. Got them.
Tyler
Got the
Perry's
millions.
Medea isn't. You wouldn't consider that an empire?
No, I'm saying yeah, because
Oh,
it started off. My man started off in plays, and
yeah,
now he has the largest studio in the world.
yeah.
Started off living in his car while doing the plays. Now he has the largest studio in the world. Mad respect to the hustle. I used to enjoy his plays too. I
Yeah.
still kind of do his early ones, the
Yeah.
ones that got adapted to movies first. They were pretty good,
Interesting.
but then the later ones got redundant.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Like Medea's funeral, like Medea, a boo, the Halloween boo shit. I was like, I can't. It's too much. Just too much. But then he started doing other stuff like Gone Girl, and he didn't write it, but he produced it, and like other stuff like that. And he did some, I think, Alex Cross, which was like a prequel to Along Came a Spider.
Okay.
So he
Let's
started doing other stuff. I liked it.
Oh, I gotta change this dude's diaper in a minute. So let's wrap
All right.
on
But
Goofy
let me
movie.
get through. All right, cool.
Yes,
So
I'll get you later. Yeah.
the essence of the movie is pretty black. Like when you look at first of all, Mac's whole style, like it might just be white people in the suburbs and the kids like really involved in the culture of black people because his power line is an R&B pop star.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's supposed to be Bobby Brown, but
Yeah.
Bobby Brown was cracked out, so he couldn't do it. So they had Campbell sing for him. Amazing song, best song in Disney, by the way. Better than A Whole New World, all that other bullshit. Power
Yes.
Lines, 2 songs. The one where he's in the high school assembly, killed that shit. He's straight up swagged out. That's why I had to write. Like, yo,
like everyone looks cool in it.
Like he was just like, how do you like first of all, I ain't got words for it. Like it was just so cool. He came on, was like, like, how did people not know it was him? First of all, he only had like some sunglasses on, and he like changed his hair up. Like it was obviously, oh, it's the Goof Kid. Like the fuck, of course it's the Goof Kid. But then he left school, and everybody's like, yo, you was the man for that. He's like, yeah, I know. That's the type of shit that was so cool. And he like left the school like, just stand up a buttercream, and just killing it. Like the chicks was like feeling him, and he's like, yeah. He put on a hat backward, side up, saggy pants. Like his pants was baggy. Like, and
Yeah.
then the music, you got like the music, like the
What year did
tones
this
was
come out?
96.
96. Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of
Did it have a theatrical release?
it did. I
Cool.
want to say it did. But
Cool.
what happened is it wasn't like Disney classic. So
Hmm.
they had two different animation houses.
Uh-huh.
And this was under the like Toon Disney side, where there's like a classic where you know how this stuff going to the Disney Vault and all
Yeah,
that
the
other
vault and
bullshit.
shit. Yeah, yeah.
So you have like
So it's like in the
uh
same like category as like the Airbuds, but with the licensed people, like
no, it's
licensed characters.
like Mickey's Christmas,
Mm.
like the Mickey Christmas shit, like stuff like that,
Yes.
instead of
Yes.
going
Okay.
with or
Like
it's
a
not gonna be
Lion
like
King. Like
yeah, it's not gonna be with the Lion King, Rescuers Down Under. It's a
yeah.
different technically in-house studio.
Yes.
And so because of that, they didn't market it the same. And so it did well considering, but they didn't market it like they did the other ones because it was a throwaway. But honestly, it was the most original concept for a cartoon movie that had ever came out at that point. A single father who is scared that his son is going to go to jail because of him misbehaving in school, which was a phew, like overreaction on the principal's part. Like, yeah, he hijacked the fucking assembly to sing a song to talk to a girl he liked. But if anything,
It's okay.
uh, if anything, I'm gonna wrap it up. If anything, he was just, detention,
Nah,
or
he's
it's the
good.
end of school. It's the
I
end of
got
school.
his.
So like, what you gonna do? Just be like, all right, just tell him, make sure he don't do some shit like this again. We got
Yeah.
like, or we might explode. Like he said, yo, your kid's gonna end up in jail. Like that was the overreaction. And he goes,
For taking over a sound system.
and then for a Disney movie, he goes on a road trip with his son as a single father to make sure his son knows that he loves him and that he only wants to see the best for him. Like, and the way they do it, they go, it was an early criticism of like a meta criticism of Disney, first of all, because you see like Mickey and Donald, they pop up in advertisement and actual people.
Yeah.
He talks about my old friend Donald, or he's like the Mickey phone. And then you also see like a fake Chuck E. Cheese with the possum house.
Yeah.
And then you got the whole fishing thing where he actually gets to the bonding part. And then like it has a good 3-act sequence to it too. Like,
Yeah.
the resolution was good. The way it ended was good. I would have liked it if Powerline and Goofy actually knew each other.
Yeah.
That'd have made it a little bit cooler, but it was still a cool, like, yo, just do your thing when we get here. And then like the whole them two talking it out. Like he
Do you have
was
that
it was
your series of stories? You should make that like a story highlights in your IG page.
I saved them, so I might.
Cool.
I definitely saved them, so I might do that.
Because that shit was
But
hilarious when you like like
I'm
this
not
is
even gonna lie.
my
I
doctor's
bit.
thesis on Goofy movie.
Well, what I did was I bit. First of all, I bit a lot of people's style when I did that because like whenever you read like a Twitter story where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this thing and this, so that's that.
Where it's
Plus,
like
also,
like Winnie the Pooh was an e-girl like tweet 1 of 29.
yeah,
Like
it was
yeah,
like that. Plus, also, this guy that I watch on YouTube called Mo Lowry, where he like talks about either characters or scenes of anime, and it's the way he describes it so fucking funny. It's the funniest shit ever.
nice.
He'd be like, "Bing, bing, bing, bing." He's just saying all types of wild shit. The way he talks is
Yeah.
like it's hilarious. So I was like, I trying to channel that into the movie, but also remember that people's attention span isn't long enough to press pause on the story so that they can read the words. So it's
Yeah.
like trying to be concise as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean it's a Disney classic to me just because it had one of the most meaningful and realistic plots in a cartoon Disney movie ever. It wasn't, oh, you got to take over the kingdom, or oh, let's make fun of you taking over the kingdom, or oh, let's make fun of you falling in love, or some stupid shit, or oh, you gotta some stupid shit, or you got to wish. No, it's I love my son. We're going on a road trip. Single fathers out here. What's up? We exist. Even if
Yeah.
we don't claim our kids,
I
what's
mean,
up? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
that's a
y'all.
pretty
I ain't
big
got no
deal for
kids.
like a yeah. That's a pretty big deal for like father too. That's a pretty big deal for like Disney, right? Like I mean, like the
Nope.
only other single father at that point was what, Zeus?
No, Zeus had Hera, but they fucked up the mythology. And then he also had adopted parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agamemnon and Amphitryon, even though those are his technically his step dad and his mom, and Zeus is his real father, and Hera's his stepmom.
Mhm.
Anyway, no, it was Bambi's dad.
Oh, yeah.
I
Whoops.
will show him the ways of the force.
Yes. Pretty
His mom
prominent
died.
single father, yes.
His mom, yep, up until
Pretty
that point. And
notable.
Donald and Daffy are
Yes.
and Scrooge because they
Oh
were
shit.
father
Okay.
figures. They were
Yeah.
guardians.
Isn't he Uncle Donald though?
Yeah, I said guardian, but he's
Oh,
their
they're
guardian,
guardians. Yeah, okay.
and so is Scrooge at
Yeah.
times. So it's those two are the guardians, so the
Yeah,
legal
yeah.
guardians. And then if you want to go even further, you talk about Tailspin. You got Baloo, Darkwing Duck. He was a single dad.
Okay. Okay. There's a lot of single
Fuck.
dads in Disney.
Whoa, I didn't even think of that. Darkwing Duck. That was
Oh
my
wait.
shit.
That's the thing that
Darkwing Duck.
that I saw somewhere before. That cracked.com has a good series called After Hours. And they did a thing about this that like in like the mid 90s, if they're like before that, a sitcom would be father figure, mother figure, chaos, order. Like, you know, the children would fill in certain roles. But they found that if they got rid of the mother figure, they didn't have to have someone putting a cap on the amount of fun they were having. You know what I mean? Like it could be wilder and wilder and wilder if the mother wasn't there to be a like a like a sort of realistic like that
So,
you could have as much fun as possible if it's just the dad, the uncles, and the children. Like they got
so,
rid of the mother figure in a lot of TV sitcoms at that point.
so, no lie, because look at it this way: Max on the TV show. This came out after the movie. The cartoon, or I think it might have came out before the cartoon Goofy show, Goof
Mm-hmm.
Troop. They didn't have a mom, and Max was always wilding.
Yeah.
And then you got the daughter of Darkwing Duck. I think her name was Mallory.
Was there a
She was
mom in Rocket Power?
no,
Okay.
they was
Wild
always wilding.
Thornberry's a pretty prominent mom.
But Donnie was adopted. They just kidnapped a bush kid.
The
This
Powerpuff Girls.
they were just out wild and beating
I
up
mean, yeah,
people on the street
no
because
mom
they was
there.
test tube babies.
That's the name of the
And
episode. No moms.
test tube
No moms,
babies.
just babies.
Uh, what else? Who else? No, the other ones and Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Hmm.
They was always wilding.
Yeah. And that's Full House too. Was the prominent example they gave for that.
Can I just say DJ can still get it, and the mama, with the older sister too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
both of the sisters, not the twins, not the twins.
yeah.
And then the neighbor can't. I bet he can when she get out.
Oh, the Roxanne reboot.
Huh?
The Roxanne reboot. Now that Roxanne has tweeted herself off the show, now it's a single father.
Mm. You mean Roseanne?
Roseanne, yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
Roxanne.
no. Roseanne ain't coming back. You can't have
Yeah,
Roseanne without Roseanne.
yeah.
Like, such an idiot. It's just like people really don't understand.
Dude, apparently when she came down to the Comedy Store from Colorado, she like had split personality disorder.
It's not even about that.
Like
It's
she
about the
are no, I mean it's not that, but like the fact that like you're someone who is already has a life and children, and then just like within like 3 months of being there is just famous.
what it is you know how to she knew how to handle herself up until now. But there wasn't
there wasn't a public forum for her to fuck up that hard on.
Exactly. I was gonna say it wasn't a
She was doing that.
double-edged
She was
sword.
probably doing that constantly.
Yeah.
Like this is just the first one that got found, but
Well, she probably wasn't talking to reporters all the time. Like, hey, y'all want to post this so everybody can? Y'all want to like record me saying this or write this down so everybody can read what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, imagine if celebrities did that back in the day. Hey, you paparazzi, come here. Why are you running from me?
yeah,
Write this down. I need
yeah,
people to know what I'm thinking. Like, think about that. That's what they're doing now with Twitter. Why do we
yeah,
give a fuck about these people? I don't get it.
yeah. Well, on that note, follow us on our personal mythologies.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go check out. Go scroll all the way down Denzel's Facebook feed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, shout out to a podcast that I'm not gonna shout out because I don't want y'all knowing who I'm talking to. But at the same time, I want to shout out the podcast, so it's kind of weird.
Hi.
I'm not gonna share it on either anything, but I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like a post or something. And if y'all really, you can't even follow likes anymore, can you?
No.
Oh well, never mind then. Just yeah, shout
You're
out to
gonna
that
post
podcast.
watch his Instagram story closely. Have it
Mhm.
up there for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Only the real ones.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to fall asleep too because
All right.
I'm out and I've been up.
I think this dude's diaper fell off. I gotta go get a new gown for him and a fucking new diaper. So, peace.
Deuces.